When you're in your 20s, you honestly think you're invincible and you can do anything. No matter how successful someone is, no matter how well put together they look, we all make mistakes. My 5 big mistakes I've made in my 20s. Honestly, I'm making this video for my younger self. Like, I wish I watched something like this in my previous times. But this is why I'm here, to make these huge mistakes and then make videos like this so you guys can prevent them. So before I start, I know I'm gonna get so many questions about the jewelry that I'm wearing. I honestly, every single time. So the jewelry that I wear like every single day is like legit from the same shop. So it's called Ana Luisa, and the reason why I love Ana Luisa is because they sell such like fine, beautiful jewelry. And personally, I prefer to have like minimal and less jewelry that is like good quality. Because I wear gold, there's nothing worse than getting like cheap jewelry and it like fading. And also cheap jewelry is like really hard to recycle, so it's like a huge waste on the environment. And I know Ana Luisa actually is like 100% recyclable gold and like stealing silver in their jewelry, so that is a huge plus. And they are a little brand, and surprisingly their prices are so good, like compared to like big like huge companies that sell jewelry. They'll legit charge you like 10 times the price of the production because they know that they can. So Ana Luisa like eliminate the retail markup, making their prices like as affordable and accessible as possible. So that is good when your girl is trying to save. Honestly, I even read on their website that their products come from like the same jewelers as Tiffany's and Louis Vuitton. So I was like, wow. It's crazy how like some companies can completely overprice things while others made from the same factory like sell it at like a proper price. Anyway, they also offer a 1-year warranty on like all your jewelry that you purchase. And if you are interested, guys, I will leave all the links in the description below, and my discount code is just Christie10 to give you 10% off. Thinking I'm young and invincible. If you spend your 20s eating fast food, things that are high in sugar, drinking a lot of alcohol, yes, it's gonna catch up on you, but in the meantime, you're just overall gonna feel like shit. People have this mentality that like, oh, it's okay because I can do this now because I'm young. So no, I don't eat a ton of shit. My diet is actually pretty good, but alcohol's my problem. Like I said, sure, it's easy to bounce back when you're young, but your overall energy is also affected by your state of mind to a ridiculous degree. So if you're eating crap and you're drinking bad, it's going to make you feel lazy and unmotivated. So that is what's going to make you feel shit. Not just the habits with food and alcohol, but the consequences of having food and alcohol. So it's gonna make you feel unmotivated and you're not gonna do anything, and then not only are you not going to get like stuff done, you're not going to be able to invest in your future, you're not going to be able to create healthy habits, go well in your career, like do well at studying. So when it comes to things like that, you have to look at the bigger picture. So the more I managed to align my life and stop getting caught up in what everyone else was doing, and started to actually like take care of my health, like to my advantage, because everyone taking care of their health is completely different. So I just basically started to align my life with like who I was genetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And for me, I know when I'm at my happiest when I'm drinking less alcohol, I'm going to the gym regularly, and I'm eating healthy. Chasing people I don't like for some form of benefit. So this can come down to like past relationships I've had in the past, friendships, or even like groups of people that you feel like you should be hanging with but don't necessarily feel good around. With me personally, this definitely happened at the early stages of my 20s. I felt like I had to hang around certain groups of people that benefited me like spiritually within my career and just overall helped me grow as a person. So yes, this is correct to a degree. I'm someone who I'm definitely a perfectionist, and I always try to better myself. And by doing that, I'd always put myself in positions to grow as a person and to connect with people, but I didn't generally feel good around these people. So this is something that isn't actually spoken about that often, because people are like, oh my god, like you are like the 5%, like, you know, of people you hang around with, so make sure they have a good job and they have goals and they're driven. But at the end of the day, I just want to feel happy and content around my friends. So I found at the start I wasn't really searching for connections. I was more like searching for people that were going to help me grow as a person, that were going to, you know, that were into law of attraction, and they were YouTubers, and they, you know, they knew how to take photos, and people that were going to help me like grow in my career and my personal development. Look, honey, I am all for that, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy and if you're not enjoying life, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. And for me personally, when I really connect with someone, yes, I have to be having really good conversations with them. I have have to be connecting on a new level. But there's also other things that really fulfill me when it comes to connecting to friends. And one of them is humor, trust, being able to rely on them is a huge one. And also just feeling carefree and relaxed. And I found when I was in this mindset of trying to be around like a certain group of people, yes, I would definitely feel like smarter leaving them, or I'd feel really like motivated in my career, but I just wasn't getting what I needed when it came to friendships. So I'm not saying get rid of these people altogether. Treat them all with respect, but make sure you just prioritize the ones that just make you feel like your bestest self. That doesn't even have to be like a friend. It could be like your grandma, your sister, your neighbor. Hang around those that just make you feel good. Don't complicate it. At the end of the day, your happiness is what you should be prioritizing. Not educating myself in saving and taxes. This one's a huge one. Yeah, look. This shit you don't learn in school, okay? So if your parents don't teach you, you're f***ed. And lucky for me, my parents have no idea what they're doing. Lovely people, my bestest of friends. But taxes, look, it's not their thing. So basically, like, I only really understood, like, taxes like a year ago. Yeah, we're working on that. You know, before I started my own business, I just thought taxes they just paid themselves because that's what happened when you were young. And then here I go starting my own business, and 4 years later, yeah, just you see where this is going. So that bill's fun. Yeah, that's great. Saving is another thing that I never really learnt. My mum, she's like addicted to shopping and loves to spend money. So naturally, that's just what happened for me, I guess. So my mum's love language was giving, so she would just, that's how she spread love, was just to buy us stuff. And I guess that kind of rubbed off on me at early stages of my life. And because I never really seen my parents save, you know, they don't have a house, they don't like own a car. I just didn't see the benefits of what saving could give. So it's not like they taught me not how to save. It's more like they didn't show me what like saving can give you. And no, I'm not blaming it on my parents. This is just like me kind of like spreading awareness in why I have such awful habits when it comes to money. So like in my early 20s, I did get a little bit better. Like I started my own business, I had money flowing in, and I was like, cool, this is great. And I just guess I just didn't really, like, it's not like I would go out and buy designer stuff, but every now and again I'd just buy something. Like every single day I'd just buy something little, and that all accumulated. And even the start of this year, I got into a rental, and it was just a stupid amount. It was almost $1,000 a week. I was paying it on my own. And there was so many other rentals that I could have grabbed, but I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. Like photos look amazing in here. So I did that, and look, I could afford it, but I could have also had all of that as savings. Like I could have been smarter with my money. I could have saved. I could have, you know, put all of that towards buying a house or doing something that was going to benefit my future rather than just blowing it all when I'm young. So I definitely know if I made smarter decisions in my early 20s, I would be at a different place financially. Like I could have honestly bought a house by now. But I was young and dumb and thought I was invincible. And another mentality that I definitely had was like, I can do it later. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I've got so many more years ahead of me, I'll just start saving later. But at the end of the day, your habits are created right now. So if you make bad habits when it comes to spending or your diet or your lifestyle, habits die hard. You know that if you take up smoking, it's going to be harder to quit later on. That's like everything. What I would suggest is learning how to budget. Don't make it complicated. Just set out your spending, set out what you're making, set out your necessities, and just don't buy shit. When it comes to taxes, I would highly recommend investing in an accountant or a tax agent. I am working with my lovely accountant, Shane. I feel so sorry for him. He's got a shitload he needs to clean up. Look, he's amazing. It's his job. We go in meetings and he talks numbers to me, and I kind of just like stare at him, and when he's done, I'm like, so can you define that in Chris form for me? And he's kind of just, so it's a bit of a lull. And then he legit has to like dumb everything down, but not dumb, just not smoney mart. Smart money, money smart. Thinking I have to change the world to be valuable. So this one's a hugie. My number one goal in life is to help people. Hence why I started my platform. But by doing that, I also got into this mindset that I had to make a huge impact and help legit everyone in the world to feel like I've succeeded. I lost sight of what my true goal was, and it was just to help really anyone who needed that help. Like, look, when I first started my channel, I'd be happy to help 1 or 2 people. But then I just slowly got into this mindset that if I'm not making this huge impact on the world, on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, then I wasn't succeeding. You don't have to make a huge impact on the world to feel like you're somebody. If you have a goal, if you have a passion, do it for you. If your goal, like myself, is to help people or educate someone, if you're actually taking that knowledge out of your brain and implementing it on 1 or 2 people, then you've succeeded. Wow, I feel a lot fresher, people. Get that contour. So as you guys know, I do use Lust Minerals. I actually posted on my Instagram the other day that they sell like packages for different skin types. So like dry skin types, normal skin, oily skin, etc. And I found that so handy. It is like on their website, so they sell like bundles, I think it's called. All natural and cruelty free. You guys know how obsessed I am with Lust Minerals. I do actually have my code, and that is just a love seed for 10% off. Not starting to work on my passion sooner and just doing what's easy. So this one, I know a lot of people will be able to relate on. Personally, I have been working on my passion for quite some time. So I did start it early and my career is doing what I love. But I found every now and again, I would kind of venture off to different things, losing my passion. So my true passion is health and fitness, and every now and again, I will kind of like venture off into other areas and just basically do what everyone else is doing, which is so fine. I'm all about trial and error. I'm all about experimenting, but don't lose your reason. Don't lose your why. So for me, what really fulfills me is health and fitness, well-being, etc. Don't get me wrong, I love makeup, I love fashion, but I found I'd go through phases where I would have this like one or the other attitude. So that's kind of like my story when it comes to not working on my passion sooner. But if you're in a career that doesn't fulfill you, like if you're heading in a direction that you don't feel like is true to you and who you are as a person, then this is your sign to start working in the direction that's going to fulfill you. Look, I'm not saying quit your job and start your dream job. What I'm saying is follow your passion some of the time until you can make it work. Turning your passion into a career takes patience. First, you do need to build up actual skills within that passion. Second, you need to map those skills with what society wants. So with me, I didn't just wake up with my platform. I loved making videos, I loved talking about health and fitness, but there were so many other YouTubers out there who would speak about health and fitness. So I had to look at what's gonna make me different and what is it that people liked to watch. And I started to really notice that the videos that would either go viral or that would have really good engagement is ones with crisp editing, good sound quality, good camera quality, good lighting. Anything that was visually appealing, attracted the human eye, but also educated people. So I really started to educate myself when it came to editing, lighting, and then I tied that in with education upon what my platform was about, so health and fitness. So like I said, it's not like you should chuck everything away and just fully work on your passion. Just work on your passion and what you truly want to do bits by bits, so as a side hobby, side project, or just in, spare time, until you can make it work. Anyway guys, I hope you did like this video. If you did find it helpful in any way, please make sure that you do give it a like. So anything that I have mentioned in this video, so like my jewelry and my makeup, it'll all be in the description below. Also what I'm wearing is in the description below. If you're ever looking for like my socials, the music that I use, what I edit with, that is also in the description below. I do try to keep everything in the description below just so it's easier for you guys to access there. So if I haven't mentioned the video, it's probably in the description below. Description below, description below, description below, description below, description below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!